Hi, this is Niki, methadone free. I haven't made a video for a while and I just woke up and I'm thinking it's time. So, everything I'm telling you here is my experience. I'm nearly 70 in 2 months. And you might say, "What, I've already tried to quit methadone." Good. You're an experienced user. I'm going to tell you how I did it and how I stay in the habit of reinventing myself daily to evolve. I'm a spiritual person. I experience God and angels and direction, and you can too. Now, people are being raised to not believe in God or a power greater than themselves. Fine. Use a doorknob, use nature. But there must be something that you can tap into because people aren't going to want to talk to you. Methadone withdrawals are uncomfortable to watch, and you will be alone with yourself. So take my suggestion, please, because the other ways are not going to work. The Band-Aid medications, they're not confronting your past. This is a time, the age of enlightenment, revelations, to confront those easing God out, ego, shadows. There are many meditations on YouTube that you can use to go within yourself. Concentrate on your heart and here and do forgiveness work on you and others. Because if you have anger and resentment, and that's only going to put a veil stopping one from getting to their highest good, free from liquid handcuffs. Okay, I was on methadone for 45 years, dexoamphetamine and clonazepam, decades, heavy alcoholism, smoking, Nicorette lozenges. I've overcome physical disability, cancer. Okay, and I was dual-diagnosed. The side effects of all those drugs combined, they diagnosed me many mental disorders. So I was on a lot of psychiatric drugs. I was obese. I had an eating disorder at one time. I've overcome it all. So if you want what people have, overcoming abilities and experience, do what they do. First thing, I learned how to take deep breaths, prana breaths. Go on YouTube and learn and practice it. That's what we do before we sit with ourselves and confront our past. There are reasons why we mood altered, and I found it was based in fear. So we're in the time where there's a battle for your soul and your consciousness. Don't let someone steal it. Don't let yourself take it. That's what I realized. Now, there's a lot I can't say on YouTube. Maybe people are admitting to the, I know, D, population agenda. Okay? Don't let them take you out. Learn while you are detoxing. Put your attention on other things that you haven't experienced, like nutrition, exercise, and must exercise because that increases endorphins. We supplemented with opiates, the endorphins, the opiate receptors, the dopamine and all that. Now it's time to work on oneself, to make living amends in action. I know you're not going to feel like it, but you must force yourself to exercise, eat high nutrient foods, and try not to use GMO because there's no nutrition in GMO foods. Junk foods have HU DNA. Everything is on Telegram app now. You can look it up. Face the truth. The truth is good, orderly direction. God. That is the way out. Okay? Don't be afraid of information you always shut oneself off from, because there's a reason for that. Not everything we're thinking is of our own making. So when we mood alter and we use alcohol, we allow for spirits. We drink spirits. We allow for the bad spirits to come in. You don't believe me? And you want to run away from some of these things I'm telling you? Well, be an experienced user. Good luck with that. Now,
We want to reprogram our minds, and we want to get up in the morning, like I do every morning, connect up with my God. Now, if you want to call it your higher self or your parallel self, because God is just too, do it. If you want to call it aliens and that's going to work for you, okay. But I came to believe in a power greater than myself, and that is my source as a spiritual being. Think about that for a minute. If there is such thing as reincarnation, and I know there is because I have been outside of my body too many times as a near-death experiencer, if we don't overcome these attachments on Earth now, we're going to have to come back and do it again. And think, hopefully the world's going to be in a better space, you know? Anyway, so we get up and we tap into God. Take the prana breaths, if you even get some sleep, but take the prana breaths, tap into God, ask for direction, be grateful, set an intention for the day. My intention at that time, 2 or 3 years of detox and all these drugs, was just to survive the day, because the program in my mind was always very, very, well, you know what I mean. You must make it. You must overcome. And you can. At any age, as long as we're alive. Reprogram the mind. Use, after you connect up with Source, do your meditation or affirmation first. Excuse me. Affirmation. I am well. I am methadone free. I am productive. I am practicing a nutritious life. I am an exercise. Sorry. Do it in the now. Try Louise Hayes. She's out of body. I don't know where she's at now spiritually. Louise Hayes, I am affirmation meditation. Louise Hayes, I am affirmation meditation. Louise Hayes, I am affirmation meditation. Some of these other I am, they actually say I can. No. It's not I can, it's I am. Or they might say I will. No. That's misinformation. You must do the affirmations in I am, put it in your mind, and then act on it in the day. So you can always start your day or start your minute over. Grounding. Walk barefoot on the ground. Learn about earthing. We want to learn natural ways to overcome the ego and the moods. We want to be self-realized. Okay, this is the time to do it. We are in a quickening. So whatever you do that's positive to raise your vibration, which means raise your emotional tone scale to blissfulness. Thus, I have my dog Bliss. And my dog before that was named Serenity because I intuitively wanted to overcome and be serene and blissful. And I am. Another thing is laughter. I watch funny dog pet videos every night and I laugh because that helps one sleep, produces melatonin. This is important right here, your third eye. I see. Just like Jesus said in the Bible, he's referring to the third eye. And by the way, a lot of our books from the Bible regarding reincarnation was taken out by the global CULT, global narcissist CULT members, because they didn't want you to know how powerful you are. So they used the drug that starts with an F that they put in the water, fluor, they put in the water to calcify your consciousness, seat of consciousness, so that we are dumbed down, become followers, be unique, think independently. This is an opportunity for you to grow. Your light around you will be so big. And do persist. Don't ever give up. So you're taking deep breaths, you're eating high nutrient foods, you're exercising, stretch, learn postures. If you can, learn that Tai Chi stuff. I couldn't because my shoulders don't work. Tai Chi, oh my goodness, it is so powerful. Stretching, cardiovascular, grounding. Do this every day, drinking non-fluoride water. to get out of the plastic bottles, because we can have a credit card of plastics in our body every day. Okay, read ingredient labels. Care about you. Be alone with you. Get off the social media. It's more important for you to overcome. And you can. You must never give up. Ever. So let me see if I've got everything covered here. Pet your animals. Have supportive help if you can get it. But understand, don't expect it. Everybody left me here in this senior complex when I told them I was an opiate addict getting off of methadone. I had a care provider because I couldn't function. I'm already physically disabled. And by the way, I was in extreme pain when I was on methadone. I took it as a pain reliever, but I was on the methadone program, dosing every day in the end. I don't have the pain I used to have. Getting off all those drugs relieved my physical pain. How freeing is that? I can now think clearly and function. Okay, I have a mind of my own, and you will too. You have a great future, especially if you're young. Believe me, it's stressful now, but as an intuitive empath, I see the future and it is good. There may be a big storm we're in right now. And by the way, VOTE, wisely. Put your, on the day, walk in, and we need to get out of this mess. Okay, so if you don't vote wisely, somebody else will vote for you. Do you want to be in this boat that we're in now? So I'm hoping my channel isn't taken down, because I don't think YouTube likes me, but I love them. So it's important to love everyone, to practice good virtues, to not have any resentments or anger. And if we do, go in your meditation, do some shadow work. It's called shadow work. Confront your shadow. Do a self-analysis. What better person is there to know than oneself, the small God from the big God? Good orderly direction, guidance, order, and direction. Request it daily, throughout the day. As soon as you wake up, tap in at night. Be grateful for how far you've come. Give yourself a pat on the back. Don't mood alter. You don't need to. The program is, I am a recovered addict. I'm not a alcoholic. I'm not going to affirm I am an alcoholic. One can act on that. The subconscious mind takes things literally. You know, we've got this left side of our brain. Well, I don't get messages from it. I get messages on the right and the crown. So stay in present time. Write a list of things you need to do. Now, because the reason for that is because we get forgetful when we kick methadone. We have no motivation. Have your list. What do you do when you're stressed out? You take prana breaths. You listen to calming music that will make your cells like an ocean. HZ frequency, binaural beats, massage music. HZ frequency. You can go on YouTube and go HZ frequency for anxiety, for HZ frequency for opiate withdrawals. And you put the headphones on. You take deep prana breaths, stretch, tense your muscles when one's full of anxiety. So you have this chart of solutions, natural solutions. Grounding, going outside, listening to birds, sitting under a tree, meditating, confronting oneself. This is the age of enlightenment. Aquarius, the planets are aligned in our favor. The old systems are being broken down. Every lie is coming to light. We have whistleblowers. Look at everything that's going on now is very good. Even if the grid goes down, you might want to be prepared. Okay, make sure you stay aware and be prepared for anything. A solar flare, anything. So you need to have food, water, batteries. Get in action. Force yourself, because once you're off, you're finished with the withdrawals, you will be on fire. And you can, while you're withdrawing, if you have, hopefully you don't have to work, but just learn new things you've always wanted to find out about. I didn't know a thing about politics. I learned about that. I learned about the revelations. I learned about different religions, and I also do mantras. I chant because that calms my nerves. Now, I did the research on that and why that science is so powerful. And I learned, most of all, I got a higher connection with God. Now, you might have grown up in religion, Jesus, Hindi, whatever it is. I can't say one is good, better than the other, because I'm going to reach people at a level of desperately wanting to free themselves from those liquid handcuffs. Okay, so I'm just sharing my experience, strength, and hope. If you have any questions, please comment below. Take what you can use and leave the rest. You may not agree with everything I say, but keep it in mind because I overcame at that age. I think it was in 2019. I have my certificate and I even filmed it. I think it might be on here, this channel. I had to take down a lot of videos. So we're in a spiritual war. Why do you think they're censoring you? Don't let them take you down or out. Watch those harmas. You know about that now. I tried to tell people 2 years ago my channel was taken off 3 times. Had to get new email addresses. So, truth is God, truth is good, and love and compassion is where we're headed. Let love be the next pandemic, widespread. That other one wasn't. The numbers were off, and the CDC said so. Okay, so I'm not going to hate anybody or wish harm on anyone because that is another wall for keeping one from their good. So I wish the best for everybody. There is a website called Opiate Addiction Support. One can purchase natural supplements from Opiate Addiction Support. But being that I was on methadone for 45 years, none of that worked for me. But I did use high nutrient density foods, and I used magnesium powder and valerian root, just some staples. And chamomile tea didn't do much for me, but valerian root had to take a lot. I don't think I left much out. Please comment below, do a like, share if you think somebody could use this information. And practice good virtues, good virtues.